Hello, fellow warriors against consensus reality, lovers of truth, wisdom, and the pursuit of the esoteric path. It's been a while since I gave my pagan monk channel some love. I had some rather interesting drama over on my Riff Mogos channel, which necessitated me leaving. And in fact, they even tried to mess with my little 22 sub Riff Heathen channel. But I take a slightly different approach here on my pagan monk channel, and those wonderful guys who subbed thanks to the Hammerhand live stream. Thank you very much. You're fucking legends. I thought I'd give this channel some love. It tends to have the name says it all, really, and the added benefit of the name is it triggers the closed-minded, judgmental Abrahamic gobshites quite well, and it shows it flies my my monk flag quite proudly, I have to say. And so with my it's kind of interesting. The last video I released on my Riff Muggles channel, and which was deleted by Gestapo Tube, necessitated me considering alternative platforms like Odyssey and Rumble, which I'm actually on under Riff Muggles, and at some point I might actually put the those links into my About section on this channel, so keep your eyes peeled. It was interesting during that time too. I was fully immersed in the anger, frustration and rage phase of the my reaction to the scamdemic, especially the most shall we say extreme expression of governmental control by the powers that be here in Australia. And I, as you can well imagine, anyone with half a brain or any inkling of common sense would react with frustration and anger and all the rest of that. Unfortunately, it wasn't doing my mental health any favours. Added to lockdown and other issues, being the carer of a dementia elderly parent as well, so all those things combined, it was a very interesting time. It wasn't all that pleasant, I have to say. However, I did get myself out of it, as we all can get ourselves out of most things, if not all things we have control over, or a certain degree of control over. I mean, if you're driving along at night time and you're suddenly hit on the side by a drunken driver, well, there's not much you can do about that. You have no control over that situation. But most situations that you do have control over, you can get yourself out of it quite nicely. And that's what people don't realise. We have a lot more power than we give ourselves credit for. And so I went through my phase. I suppose it was the societal, global, collective dark night of the soul. We all have them on an individual level. I suppose this was more society, community, national, etc., on a collective human level. But got myself through it. I did. The first thing I did, and the most important thing you can do, is detach from all the information from all sides. I think we can take for granted now that the mainstream media are a mindless vehicle of thought control and propaganda. I mean, that goes without saying. However, on the other side too, there's a lot of indulging in frustration and anger and look what the police doing, look what the government's doing, and of course it does elicit responses of anger and frustration to see that level of injustice naturally, right? But it doesn't do you as an individual any favors for your state of health, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, etc. So I really had to get myself out of it, because I was really allowing myself to be fucked up by external factors, which is never good. And when you start to do that, you give control away to others. And so it's been, 2 weeks, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I'm actually focusing on resuming my writing and playing guitar again, which I haven't done for a while. And I rest assured in the knowledge that the depth of the depravity and the lies from all parties concerned, realising, of course, that nation, government, health systems, whatever, do not have your highest good at heart. When you realise that, and you realise the depth and the breadth of that, it's actually quite liberating for yourself. So all you can do is you have direct control over your own life, and you need to be more selective with what you allow to enter your multi-layered bodies, your thought bodies, emotional bodies, all the rest of it. All these things take the form of energy bodies. See, the materialist biological computer relics of Victorian Industrial Revolution thinking will tell you that we're just biological computers, and the 5 sense reality is all that there is. No, the 5 sense reality is the holographic. All we've done is put on the holographic glasses, okay, and we're interacting in a holographic world. It's not the only world that there is. So realize that, and you can actually find some true power within. And of course, this opens up the path for me to take the piss, as I love to do, of Abrahamic gobshites of all descriptions. I don't discriminate here. All three of you are fucked in the head. Ideologies, right? Yeah, I don't discriminate here. All three of you, your ideologies are absolutely fucked in the head. And very disempowering, actually, if you really do any kind of research into these ideologies. Indeed, the other side of the same coin. Atheism, materialism, deconstructionist, Marxism, it's all part of a scheme to keep people powered, spiritually, mentally castrated, and grovelling on the ground in pure supplication from their benevolent overlords for some kind of crumbs of so-called freedom and material prosperity, right? But the thing is, no matter how much they try, no matter how far they try to go with this manipulation of the human genome through various pointy methods, shall we say, which go into your arm, you are the one who controls your own thoughts, feelings, etc. Your inner world. You are the one who controls your inner world, no one else. And there's not a damn thing anyone else can do about that. You are truly in control of your own destiny, and if you realize that, you're on the path to some pretty freaking great states of mind and states of being. And you'll be walking around smiling and being happy when everyone's sort of still fearful and worried about the future and what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. No. You control your own life. You control your own states of mind, your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., etc., etc. Get your power back, because we're talking about revolutions, not of what you would think. We're talking about revolutions of the mind, and they're the more enduring types. And just bear in mind to speak the truth is a lonely path.